Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is KB. We're saving 101, and I am KB, Kim Baker. If this is your first time visiting me, welcome. I am this crazy lifetime thrifter turned reseller, and this is my journey. So if you're interested in the tips and the tricks I learned along the way, then do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe down below because, yeah, maybe it'll help me out. Come on, guys, give me some love. Um, anyway, today is a video on Tradesy. It is a follow-up from, if you haven't, I do have another Tradesy video. Feel free to go back and watch it. Don't ask me. I can't link nothing up here. I am not a tech-savvy chick. In fact, it's going to be me basically talking to you right here, right now. That's how it works. So anyway, Tradesy is a platform that I find a lot of people don't utilize. Um, they usually think that you only want to post your high-end items, and that's what they use it for. I'm going to tell you personally, um, it performs better than Macari for me, and I do cross list quite a few items. When I first started, I was copying and pasting on my phone, did everything on my phone. Now I am using List Perfectly, and it is much easier, much faster, and I'm going to a lot more platforms. So, focusing on Tradesy, today I'm going to tell you my little tips when I list, or like my thought process of what I'm going to list on there. So Tradesy has, first off, they have like two different tiers. So if your item is below $50, Tradesy is automatically going to charge you $7.50, which is kind of high. Um, so with that said, you want to keep that in mind. From there, when you have something that's 50 or up, they charge you, and it's pretty much more than Poshmark. Unfortunately, let's see, where's it at? Here it is, 19.8% fees. Now, whether they charge you the 750 or they charge you the 19.8, they also have a 2.9 transfer fee. So keep those fees in mind. Personally, what I do is I will go through and utilize Tradesy on any item that I would list for 39 and up. On Poshmark, I will list on Tradesy. And the thought process behind that is that if I'm going to send out an offer on something that is 39, most likely it's going to be about 30. So if I have 39 and I have a $7.50 fee taken out of it, plus your $2.99, I'm basically getting my 30. Now, the next tip that I'm going to give you on selling on Tradesy. Tradesy, people like to shop that one because they do have a return policy. I have had an item returned, and I have learned something. So I'll share that with you. It is any item 50 and below is non-returnable. So, hey, um, with that said, you have three different ways that you can ship. You can have Tradesy send you their shipping supplies, which what's going to take you a week, it's going to be 2 weeks, and yeah, what customer wants to wait that long? Nobody. Um, they have where you can print off a Tradesy label, and then they have where you can print your own. Whenever I'm listing anything under $50, I will do my own. It does charge them the shipping, but I also know it's not going to come back. And I usually have a lower dollar amount on the shipping than what Tradesy offers, because I think it's $12, and it might be just a flat $12. I can't remember if it's 12, it's 12 something. They charge for shipping whether it is a 4-ounce item, or it's a, I don't know, a heavier item. So with that said, it makes it also less expensive for your client to purchase that way. If you list something that's 50 and above, what you want to do is you want to print off, or you want to select printing Tradesy's label. And the reason why is because if it gets returned, you don't lose the shipping. So there's a tip, because when I first did it, I was doing my own shipping labels, and I learned that lesson with the return. So let's see. Besides that, I can tell you like the items that have sold. Like for instance, I just sold a classique, uh, and it was a yellow. It's really super cute. Can you see it? You see it? If I click on it, no, it didn't get any bigger. Sorry, guys. And I had it listed for 100, and so I make 89.82. I did not pay shipping on that because it's over 100. So there you go. Some of the other items, if you're interested in items that have sold. So that one was a higher end item for me. If you've watched my channel before, I do not sell a lot of high end items. Let's see, I've sold a Boost, sheer see-through dress, a Brooks Brothers, Chico's, laser cutout leather jacket, J. Crew, floral embroidered. I've sold shoes, Enzo, I can't even pronounce that last, Angilalom. um, no, I did not sell my BKE because they were already sold someplace else. Sorry. You do want to make sure that if you are cross-listing to multiple platforms, you are deleting from Tradesy, because they will ding you, and it kind of slows your process down. It's pretty much like any other platform. The more active you are on it, the more active it is on it. In fact, my jacket that I had just sold, that classique, I had somebody message me a week before that asking if I would take 60. And I told them, no, I'm sorry, I have it higher on some other platforms. And a week later, it sold for the price of my asking. So there you go. So they can message you. Like I said, I don't do, when you list, you have that option to do the dropping of the price. I don't. I list and forget. I'm not going to drop the price on it. When you are listing and your items come up stale, I will go through, and I have been deleting them, because when I started with List Perfectly, I only transferred in all of my Poshmark inventory. I deleted everything that was on Mercari. I didn't touch Tradesy. So they're like the BKE, that sold already someplace else. I wasn't linked up, and I had to cancel that sale. What is nice is that Tradesy will email you asking if you still have that item and to confirm that sale, but they will ding you. So anyway, with your stale, I have been deleting them because they are not in my List Perfectly catalog. And what I am currently doing is sorry, this is not Poshmark, but I'm going to give you how I do things. I'm sorry. So every closet clear out, I will go through and mark down 5 to 10 items. And then after I mark them down so that people can receive their discounted shipping, I then will go through and relist. I remove the listing using List Perfectly and update the listing, and then I push it out to all the platforms. So that's how I do things. Other than that, guys, it's really pretty simple. Don't be afraid. If you've not done shipping on your own, that was one of my scariest things. That's why I have not started with eBay yet. And I will tell you, I started with Tradesy to learn how to ship on my own so that I was more comfortable when I started eBay because I'm a Poshmark, you know, it's just, they just spoil you. um, anyway, if you don't use Pirate Ship, Pirate Ship, you package it up, you weigh it, and you pick the lowest thing. Um, a couple little tips with that is sometimes you will package it up and maybe it could go into one of the flat rates. And so you want to check what your flat rate box is from your United States Post Office can be. Um, Other than that, you enter in your tracking and give it to them, and then it's done from there. If you do get a return, it goes to Tradesy. Tradesy inspects it and then sends it to you. So I found that interesting, kind of reassuring that I'm not getting back a piece of garbage when I've sent out something nice. Um, Not that I have not had anything that's over $500, but they do recommend that if you send out something that is over $500, that you request a signature for that item. I'm trying to think. I told you the fees, told you this, I told you that. I think that's about it, guys. It's just basically experimenting and throwing things on there. People are shopping on there because that's their shopping preference. That's their shopping app. And you don't know necessarily what they're searching for. Obviously, I'm not selling high end. Come on, Chicos. You know, it's not what you think it is, and it's not as intimidating as you think it is, and you can make more sales. I will tell you that they do have that recommendation down below where it'll say, hey, I have been surprised quite a few times going, I list an item and it will give me a very high dollar value. In fact, on some of my listings, I will go through, if it's a brand I have never listed before I cross post to all my other platforms, I will put it on Tradesy to see if it's something I missed. Um, Other than that, I don't listen to its pricing um, suggestions, especially on vintage. So if you sell vintage, I have yet to sell anything really vintage on, well, I guess my one pair of shoes were more Y2K, but it's just not a vintage site. Not saying that people aren't looking for it, but it is what it is. So if you guys have any questions, something maybe I didn't, oh, payments, um, by the way, they will, just so I cover everything, you can get paid 3 different ways. You can go through PayPal, you can get it put on your debit card, or you can get it put to your bank account. So it's no longer just a PayPal thing, so you don't have PayPal fees on top of, but you still have that 2.9%, I don't know, trustworthy fee is what they call it. So yeah, but if you have any other questions, any comments, you can leave them down below. If you're wondering how I package my items up, I do have shipping videos. You can check that out. It's really plain, it's really basic, and I don't do anything special for pretty much any of my platforms. I do the same thing for them all. Um, anyway, until next time, guys, I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you give it a shot because, yeah, you never know. You can have some good sales there. Till next time.